Alright, what's going on, guys? So today I'm going to jump into Office Depot and we're going to be taking pictures in an Office Depot, and I'm going to show you that you have no excuse for not practicing, because if I can go out and make Office Depot look cool, you can make anything look cool. Can I frame? Yes, I can. I can crop that in. That'll be cool, hopefully. Boom. What kind of story can we tell with those chairs to be like super cool? This one actually looks a hell of a lot better. This side. Wow. Oh, this is nice. Uh-oh. How much is it? Too much. The ultimate keyboard. Take a picture. Let's make this stairway look fancy. This ladder thing. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look through all of these pictures here and figure out which ones we like and which ones we didn't. Clearly this first image is a winner. I'm super pumped about it, I guess. And I'm gonna rate each of the photos that I actually wanna keep as ones. I like this, good little storefront shot. Now this straight on shot I wasn't super thrilled about, but this one off to the side, I'm pretty pumped about that one. So we're gonna go in there. The price thing, not really. All right, let's make some ads for Post-it. Let's get those two images. All right, hide your gear. We have the roast. This one's a little bit fuzzy and out of focus. This one, however, is not. So we're good there. Honest to God, I thought that this said report lovers when I was taking the picture, but then I realized that those don't exist, and so it must have said report covers, and I moved away from taking that photo, and I moved on to the binders because I personally really like binders. This photo is all right. I'm all right with this one. I think I can work with that. There we go. You know, when I was taking this picture, I was thinking like, you know, find your perfect photo or something like that, or find your perfect chair. You know, picture of a keyboard. All right, let's do that. Let's get this. Boom, keyboards. Ooh, this ladder thing, I like those, and boom. All right, now that we have all of those chosen, let's go to develop and see what we can create with this. So I recently reset my PC, so I don't have any of the presets that I had ever, created, but I do have a lot of the ones that they include, as well as some from a preset pack that I installed from Chris Howe, the Ultimate Creator Pack. I bought that a while back, and it's pretty cool. So let's go outside or let's filter these down to rated. And now let's go and let's edit this outdoor photo here. So there's not much happening. I mean, it's a pretty boring photo overall. It's just the outside of an Office Depot. But the point is that we're practicing our photography skills and making ourselves better by practicing with anything that we have, anything that is around us. And that's the idea here. So we want to find, first I want to set white balance. So I'm going to go to this tree over here and I'm going to click and I'm going to go here and hopefully it doesn't screw up everything. There we go. All right, I made it nice and warm. All right, I also want to go down to the bottom, go to lens correction. Here's a tip if you didn't know this before. If you go to enable profile corrections, you can actually fix some of the distorting and some of the vignetting that you're causing. So this is ever so slightly curved down here at the bottom. And if you actually enable profile corrections, it'll automatically detect what camera you took it on, and it'll automatically fix that. So if we show before, show after, it takes away some of that warping. It's a pretty cool feature. So this is already a really, really great photo, but like exposure wise, like whatever, it looks pretty good regardless. So let's up the contrast just a bit, reduce the highlights so we can see all the nice little bits of the image. Let's increase the shadows to get some more detail, decrease the whites by a teeny tiny bit, and decrease the blacks by a tiny bit. Now I'm going to increase the texture, and then I also want to go and increase the tone curve. I think I want to do a pretty intense, aggressive curve here. Yeah. Now, with the HSL and colors, I want to go to all, and I want to have hue, saturation, and luminance, because I don't like the amount of yellow that's in this image right now, but I don't want to make the white balance more blue because I like how warm it is right now. So I'm going to take away most of the, oh, not most of, all right then. We're going to do that. I'm going to move this over a little bit more. I'm going to go this way. Yeah. And then I'm going to take the blue. I actually kind of want to keep that there. I'm going to increase the saturation on the blue, decrease the saturation on the orange, increase the saturation on the red, luminance down on the red, down, up on the yellow, up on the yellow, just like that. Now let's go a little before, a little after action, before, after. This image is a little bit warmer than I would like. So I'm literally going to go down a couple notches on the blue-white balance. And now, what am I thinking? There's something I'm not loving on this photo. What is it? Get a little jiggy with it, get a little creative with it. Bring this down to more of a blue. I kind of like that. It kind of tones down the image from the overwhelming yellow that we were experiencing before. You can get a little bit of this action up in there, get a little bit more yellow added back into those highlights, and then increase the, increase or decrease? Yeah, increase the exposure lightly. And then we have this right here, which is more of the shadows. And I like that. There we go. Let's take a look at that. Let's denoise a little bit and see what we get. Not great. Because I want to keep the image nice and smooth. I want to keep it looking very clean. I don't want to go over the top with any type of edit or any type of contrast to change it up too drastically. So now that we have that, let's apply that to the first photo that I didn't edit, which is the D going through here. I actually want to zoom into this D just a bit. Oh, wait a minute. I want to lock this, and now we can go. Boom. Before, after. All right, let's go to this sign. I want to be able to see everything that's on the sign, so that's why I bring the highlights down pretty much every time. I don't even really need any, I don't need anything on this. This is spectacular. Ooh, go a little moody. Uh-oh, what is this? Oh, hold on, I like this a lot. Just a hint of red in there. Oh, nice and clean. Not nice and clean, it's a little on the moodier side. I'm gonna get some water. All right, now on the inside is where things get a little bit fun. So I'm gonna edit this picture first because honestly, if I can make this photo look good, I think by pasting these settings on every other photo, it's gonna look really spectacular. So we're gonna adjust the white balance, which I just did using the eyedropper tool, clicking on somewhere that is white. I'm gonna do a little more shaded white area. That's a little too blue for my taste. I want it to be a little bit warmer. There we go. I'm gonna increase the exposure on this one, which is a little unusual. All right, let's go. Highlights, shadows up, whites down a hair, blacks down just a hair, and enable those profile corrections, get those done and dusted with let's see, expose our texture, the haze. Here we go. Boom. Oh, just that hint of red is like really nice. Just a hint. There we go. Just a little bit, you know? Add some pizzazz. I don't want to, you know, desaturate any of those pictures in there, but honestly, I really like that picture. Not too over the top, not too crazy, just enough that it looks pretty cool. Now, let's just go and paste it to all the other images in here and see how close we get to a finished edit with all of these other pictures that we're taking. So this one looks pretty good, actually. I'm pretty happy with that. It's a little too pink for my liking, so I am gonna add just 2 or 3 points of green to it. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty cool. Now, with these ones, it did not translate nearly as nicely. Now, I think this is just an exposure issue, so if I increase the exposure, does it fix it? Sort of. It almost gets it there, but I'm gonna enable profile corrections on this picture once again. Now, I am gonna go and repaste the settings onto the rest of the pictures, and the reason for that is because I forgot to include the enable profile corrections in the initial paste, so I do need to fix that. But let's go and just add a little bit more green to this and a little more yellow to this one. There we are. All right, now let's take a look here. Let's get this picture synced. There we go. I included it there. Let's take a look and see what we're looking at here. So inside of this aisle, I like this. I want to go much brighter indoors. And honestly, I think I'm going to want to, I think this picture is going to be a good indication. If I can make this picture look good, maybe I can make the rest look good. Let's find out, shall we? All right, I want to crop it in a little bit, fix some of that composition just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. It's good. There's a little bit of yellow in the back of the chair that I'm not a fan of. I am okay with that, actually. I like that a lot. Now let me just deselect those. Let's go sync, let's go synchronize, and let's see what that made out of this image here. Okay, a little bit desaturated, but that's okay. I do want to zoom in just a little bit because the focus is on the pencil sharpener sign right there. And I think if I even go and distort it a little bit more, remove chromatic aberration, no, I don't. I want, I think if we go into there, no, that's fine. All right, 200. There we go. I think if I even warp it a little bit over the top, I actually get, you know, a nicer image that I like personally better. I'm okay with that. Not so all right with that. You see, desaturating this did not work out super well. But by bringing back the yellows, I honestly fixed most of the problems in this image. And now, if I just reset the white balance, I should be okay. There we go. All right, win for me. I'm gonna go ahead and not do that. I'm gonna use the angle tool and I'm going to click and drag and straighten the alignment on this image. And I am okay with that. I do think these are a little off center, so I am gonna bring this in. There we go. What do we see? We see beauty. That's it. All right. Now I am going to take, because we just edited the same thing, I am going to take this and synchronize it to the next photo of the scissors because I think that it'll work. And it did. Look at that. I do still think it's a little bit too pink for my liking. I'm a fan. I like that much, much more. A little bit of green in there makes it look a little bit more rustic. Now, this photo is not particularly centered on anything, and I don't really know where my eye is supposed to go, so I'm gonna bring it up to know that I am supposed to be looking at these Westcott scissors right there in the middle, right here. I mean, you know, the handle. I don't know, it's not a stellar photo, but again, the point is that we're training ourselves on how to shoot in any different conditions. So let's see, we're gonna make this look pretty solid. And frankly, we already kind of did that, so now the only goal is to get rid of some of that glare. And some of that nasty vignetting that we've got going on, which shouldn't be there in theory, but you know, there we go. All right, paper trimmers, boom, let's go. I still think that image is too dark. I can't leave that on good conscience. Here we go, boom. All right, moving on. The green, we need to bring that green back. Whoops. And honestly, I know I need to bring the blues back and the aqua too. I am not a fan of this image. Like, what's going on? That is an image I'm choosing to get rid of. Okay, we need to bring the blues back on this one, bring the blues back, but otherwise this photo looks super clean. Look at that. That is a clean product photo if I've ever seen one. Taken straight out of your local Office Depot. Almost said Home Depot. I don't know what I thought I could do with that. It's just an ugly photo. Wow. What is going on with his skin tones, bro? I need to change those hues. I guess that's just how it is. All right, well, that's the best we're getting with this one. Yikes. All right, we definitely need to fix the alignment here. Boom, boom. All right. I'm okay with it, if I'm honest. Kind of looks good. It looks kind of cool. Looks kind of cool from the back. Again, I edited this picture first to make sure that that was the one that we chose. Now, this one looks just a bit too desaturated now. Let me bring back some of those yellows. Let me bring back some of those. I don't know. What's missing here? Nothing really, honestly. Once I brought back those yellows, it's looking pretty good now. Boom. Oh, I like that. Nice and rustic. Okay, cool. Now, let's go into here. See what we can find. Boom. Just a good photo. Just a good photo of a piece of furniture up against a wall. There's really nothing more to it than that because it's really not that interesting. Moving on. All of the chairs, I actually am very happy with that photo. I have most of the color that I need. I think if I bring back some of the yellow, yeah, I get some of the nice, pigments in those leather chairs. This photo, really not that interesting. Not sure why I kept it. This can be made much more clean. I definitely have faith here that we can make this clean. All right, let's straighten out these horizons because yikes, my camera was sideways. Boom. All right, there we go. And I do want to bring up the shadows in here, make it super unrealistically smooth because I like it. I don't know. Then we have our exposure and we need to bring those highlights down pretty much all the way. Before, after, before, after. Oh, I definitely want to bring back those blues because I want the blue packaging. I am a fan. Let's go. Keyboards. Wanted that to look super big and ominous, and now it does. Mission accomplished. I'm super stoked about that. Now that I have this done, let's go. Sync. All right, what does this look like? Boom. Oh, it matches. Ooh! Before and after. Oh, heck yeah. All right. That basically from just desaturating everything except for the blues and the reds and the yellows. I'm pumped about that. That looks super, super great. HP looking nice and clean. This is the great part when you find a set of settings that work for a certain photo that was taken in a similar environment to where all of your other photos were taken. It gets nice when you can actually repurpose the stuff and it looks really, really good on first try, which most of these do with some minor exposure changes. I actually feel super, super comfortable with almost all of these photos. That is just super unappealing and really, really terrible. This is, again, super unappealing and super, super terrible, but I still can make it look kind of cool. I think I can add a little bit of tone curve to this one, make it a little more red even. There we go. Boom. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that is us editing some pictures that we took at an Office Depot. Look. If I can do this, and I can go out, and I can take pictures in a store with them not knowing I'm doing it, and I having no idea what's actually in the store, in an Office Depot, as boring as that store is, if I can do this, you can go out and find something to take pictures of that is out of your wheelhouse, make yourself uncomfortable, take some pictures, embrace the suck because you're not going to be good at first. Take a bunch of terrible photos, edit them, and continue until you start making better photos. So if I can do this, you can do that. I hope this was inspiring or at the very least a little bit encouraging. I'll see you guys in the next video because I don't really have anything else on this. These are the photos. Enjoy the slideshow.
I don't forget, bitch, I'm anywhere in town. Think about the ways to get my bread up. Trying to see the train where was up. I got no resentment, no vendetta. Yeah, she told me up because I let her. Bet I eat that bar like it's a setup.